All right, hello Facebook, I'm back, and well, it's time for a little Save Your Health Sunday today, and well, it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, you join in, tune in. I'm gonna actually name a few people here that you need to, well, you might find some inspiration from on this topic because well, they are quite inspirational. They're friends of mine. I love following them too, um, partly because well, their own journeys about what I'm about to speak about. And I'm going to give you a little bit of my own little journey in this whole thing because, well, I haven't always been like this, okay? We're going to discuss that. Um, I haven't, seriously. Um, so, get ready. This is Save Your Health Sunday. And if you missed my post earlier, I decided I'd to clue everybody into what we're going to be talking about today. In fact, here I will share, if it will let me, see if it'll let me share my picture here. Nope, that ain't it. Sorry, bear with me, people. No, that ain't gonna do it. No, that ain't gonna do it. Okay, oh well. Look up earlier. Show the picture. So you got two people there. Okay, you got a woman standing there. You got a man standing there, both staring at the mirror. The woman looks fantastic, but when she looks in the mirror, she sees this overweight, grotesque thing that she just does not want to be. Right? And the guy got the big belly, looking in the mirror, seeing an Adonis. Okay, and well, that's partly true in some respects. Um, I will say the media plays a much bigger role in this. You know, the whole dad bod thing. If you didn't listen on the dad bod episode, go back and listen to that one. The whole acceptance of the dad bod and how the dad bod is now the new sexy thing, and it's fine to have a dad bod. No, okay. Um, the dead bod is essentially accepting laziness and mediocrity and saying, it's cool to have that big fat belly that's going to take 10 to 15 years off your life and cost you millions of dollars at the end of your life that you won't be able to hand over to your children, and you are going to lose time with them. And yet we're advocating the dad bod, okay, as though it's a good positive thing because the whole positive body image thing of accept, be happy in your body. That's all well and good, but realize the body that you're in and the ramifications of that, which is, well, one, you got to take care of yourself. You can't just not take care of yourself and expect to have a good, happy life and not have health issues later on. You just can't. There are people in the media lying to you, usually because they want to sell you some medications later on. They're going to be really, really pricey, stuff like that. So always know who the messenger is on this stuff. Really know who the messenger is on this and what they're going to try to sell you at some point later on in the future because, well, the butcher loves to fatten up the hog. Seriously, I'm just letting you know the butcher loves to fatten up the hog. Why? Because, well, it gives a much bigger price. Very tasty, too. So be wary of that. I'm gonna point out a few people down here below that, sorry, you are probably going to want to follow. They're highly inspirational. And hopefully they'll comment on this post too. So, and I'm going to talk about each one of these people individually, so get ready. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Here's number one. Enjoy the pretty close up here, people. And I'm going to tell you why each one of these people because I have a reason for each one of these. I always have reasons for stuff I do. On these, as you know, I use this thing. I don't use those. Those are fun, right? And last but not least, enjoy the music. Okay, there we go. So there's all the people that I'm going to be talking about today that you probably are going to want to follow after this, because once again, it's highly inspirational stories. Okay, great people, I know all of them, known all of them for quite some time now, a couple of years anyway. And so here's the deal. I quoted earlier, it's mind over matter, and you're mad. Okay, and really that's it. Okay, it's a mind over matter thing. All of the body stuff, okay, it's all up here, all of it, literally, every bit of it is up here, because you live up here. I mean, you got your body, okay, your body is basically what you're putting out, bound of what's going on up here, all right. Every person that I just named down here will tell you this is a absolute certainty and truth, and well, you need to realize that, because a lot of people try to hide behind things, and you know, I get there's some issues of people actually hide behind their bodies. Some people put on weight just to hide behind that, so it pushes others away. Okay, there are some realities there. Once again, mind game, because of things that happen usually in youth. Normally, it's something happens when you are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. Usually before you have a whole lot of recall, but the emotional scars are still there, and all that's still present. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my own personal story, and I'm going to talk about these other people. So I talked about I didn't always used to have these. Well, I did not. So a little personal story, so you get some of my background here. Well, a lot of people have weight issues. Okay, usually it's the other. I'm going to tell you about the other side of the coin here. Most people are worried about getting big. Okay, getting fat, or they were fat when they were the kid, they were bullied, they got picked on, all that stuff. Well, I would be the flip side of that, which is I was the skinny little kid, not very athletic at all. I did have a stepbrother for a point in time that was a year over me that was a absolute physical god. Okay, top in all sports, strong, fast, smart, all that stuff. Okay, and so I got picked on quite a bit by him about that and everybody else. And if you've ever seen my dad, met my dad, huge. Okay, I am not so huge. So I got picked on about that quite a bit, which is, why aren't you bigger? Which is, I wasn't. I was tiny, especially back in elementary, junior high, going into high school. I was y'all know, everybody went to school with me. I mean, I did start getting some of those in like 8th grade, 9th grade, and 10th grade. Bam! Right? I was a pair of walking arms. But I worked hard for those, and I've maintained them, right? So, but with that, I mean, I got made fun of all the time. So, my own mental challenge here is I have to realize that I do have those things, because I forget about it all the time. Okay, I do not realize that I have this body most of the time. This is why I will post selfies and stuff as an inspiration to other people out there now, but also really as a reminder to me of what I've built and the reality of where I'm at, because I have to be reminded of that. Otherwise, I will go back to thinking that I am that little 90-pound thing that I was back then. Okay, and I was weak. I was not athletic. I was fast. I could run. I love martial arts, but I was not overly anything at any point in time, which was, for me, kind of an oddity, because everybody else in my family were all-stars, sports all-stars. My dad, all-star, team captain of everything, and the enforcer. Okay, my granddad, same thing. All my cousins, tons of athletic standouts, all of them. And I'm like, dude, what happened to me? Am I really related to these people? Because I don't have any of that at all. So I have that whole thing to go with, which is why I got to use this thing and really relied on this thing up here, because, well, for a long time I didn't have any of that at all, and I've had to work extremely hard, not just to get it, but to keep it, to maintain it. Because I will tell you right now, I know people worry about getting weight or getting fat and putting on weight quickly. Okay, me, if I do not do what I need to do and eat what I need to eat and train and sleep and everything else, I will drop 15 pounds like that. Seriously, I will drop 15 pounds. I will turn into dust. Quite literally, my bones will turn to dust. My body will break apart, will break down quickly. How do I know this? Because when I was 20, some extra stuff for you. When I was 20, I figured out that I had no growth hormone production, none. Okay, testosterone levels, relatively none. Okay, um, and I had all kinds of little other issues going on. Okay, because of that, and that led me to realize that, well, I know why I have issues with things. I I got to go through a little growth hormone study for a little bit. Did that for 1 year. Really cool study. Learned a lot about that. Did full DEXA scans, and I had full osteopenia going into osteoporosis when I was 20. Okay, 20. Um, and I was lifting hard, heavy. I was 4 plates on squats. Okay, um, all kinds of wild stuff. I was doing like 1,000 pounds of leg press. Yeah, and doctors then told me, look, if you cannot quit. If you ever quit, your body will quite literally disintegrate. You will have none. You will fall apart in every aspect. So I literally have to do this to stay alive, not fall apart. All right. So imagine that. There's your diagnosis. You have to, otherwise your body will cease to be. Right. So, but I've got that under control. Why? Because I use this thing and I figured out how to get my growth hormone production back up and testosterone production back up and everything else naturally. All right. So if you didn't know, for a time I actually wanted to go to school specifically for that. All right, anyway, so there's my own little mind thing that I have to deal with quite often, which is I'm not that big around anymore. I do have those, and so that's why you'll see selfies and stuff from occasionally from me, which bugs other people. get over it, right? So there's a little peek into me. So yeah, but no, wait, not my issue. My issue is keeping it. Seriously, it's a tough thing. And if you've never been made fun of for being too skinny, well, it sucks. All right, it really does. Especially whenever it's your family and quasi-family and friends and stuff that are the ones that are doing it constantly, 24/7, and you can't escape it. All right, so I get it. I'm there with you. So anybody that's on the other side, dude, I'm there. It's same thing. It's just, you know, you're here, I'm here. All right, so I get it. So therefore, for everybody out there dealing with those issues, use selfies as a good thing. Use them as a way to inspire others, to letting them know that yes, that other people can do this thing, and it also is a realization for you, so you see where you are at. You see the reality of your situation instead of maybe what you're seeing up here in the mirror. Because whenever you look in the mirror, you don't see what everybody else sees. You don't. Okay, you see what you see. When you get a selfie or whenever somebody else is taking a picture of you and you see the reality of it, well, then you see what everybody else is seeing. So realize that not just your selfies, because you know you position the camera just right to get that perfect angle, right? But whenever someone else takes a picture of you, okay, that's the reality. Okay, that's the real world. That's what the world sees. Okay, keep that around, especially as you've made progress. Keep that around so you see where you're at, because otherwise you're just not going to. You just won't. Until one day you're walking past a mirror and you catch an off angle, you're like, oh, hey, who is that? Wow, that's me? Wow. You know, how do I know? Happened to me this morning. Okay, walked past the mirror, I was like, who is that? Oh, that's me. Okay, seriously, it's just the reality of the thing. All right, this up here will distort things badly at times. All right, so just letting you know about that. So the people I mentioned down here below. So we're going to start with Miss Brittany Temple. Okay, Brittany Abide is a Temple. Man, highly impressive. She has come out of her shell greatly. And if you ever get seeing the videos of her, she's actually out dancing. She's having fun now. She has really embraced loving herself and really loving herself first, and her body has become a piece of that. Okay, if you see her, I mean, she's gorgeous anyway. But she's trimming down. She's looking fantastic because she's taking care of herself, and she's taking care of this. I mean, she started taking care of this first. Um, and you know, for any ladies out there that are having weight issues, watch her. I mean, she's phenomenal. Uh, Absolute inspiration. I've loved watching her journey over the past like 5 years. Okay, after meeting her. Another one, Stephanie Jenner Kelly. Oh my lord. Um, we need to get together and do another one of those shots. By the way, she's got great arms. Wow. Anyway, her story. All right, she started off as in the fitness industry. Okay, her and her husband in the fitness industry. She was tiny, had kids, all kinds of stuff. Pulling weight, and she's back down. She's been back up on the stage. Incredible, awesome story. She does great, awesome Facebook lives. By the way, you should check those out. Seriously, ladies, that's another one. And she's not some young little 20-year-old chick either. Okay, she's been through life. She's had kids. Okay, she works at Disney now. She's basically a Disney queen. She's not even a Disney princess. She's a Disney queen now. All right. Um, seriously, watch her stuff. She does fantastic, excellent, incredible Facebook lives over the motivation part and the mind game piece of it. Okay. Tyler Wood, for the guys out there, for all my big guys out there that have kids and life and stress. Seriously, check out the Wood Piles. He's on like number 79 now. Watch them all. Okay, great inspirational stuff for being a father, for getting in shape, for taking your life back in your own hands. Okay, he's done an awesome, epic job. Does he have a six-pack? No, but the man looks awesome because he's a big dude. You ever see the two of us together? I mean, I'm like the size of his leg. Okay, he's a big dude. Okay, he's a less big dude now. he has trimmed down very nicely. Okay, and is doing it while having life. Okay, you know, single father, divorce, all those issues. Okay, believe me, if you can do it, you can do it. Because well, his stories, he's been big all his life. Last one on the list here, Mr. Todd Abrams. Todd actually has a podcast on, is it Muscle and Fitness now? Is he have a podcast for? I think I've posted about this before. He did a whole thing on the dad bod. And this man started off in the tech industry, had the dad bod going, all right? And he's never really been a big guy, okay? Although very, very tall. He's like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is probably the best example I give for his build style. But you see him now. Oh my lord! Of course, he's working out with Michael Hearn. You lucky man. I love Hearn. I love Michael Hearn. I had the chance to hang out with him years and years ago when I was in the industry. But so Todd's out there. He's got a blog about this. He's got a whole essentially a radio show about the dad bod and what that means, okay, which is taking care of yourself, taking care of your life, taking your life in your own hands. He posts some very good, hard-hitting, to the point that it's going to smack in your mouth and you're going to hate him when you hear it. Facebook Lives. Seriously, yeah, when the other day, I'm like, he actually said this. Seriously, watch his stuff. Highly inspirational, and because he has, the man is really, I mean, he's taken life by the horns and just he owns it now. Okay, big inspiration for me. I watch this stuff. So there you go. Savior on Sunday. Today was all about the mind. Okay, I wanted to get this going. I know we got all the health stuff, but it starts here. You got to get healthy here first before the rest of the stuff can get in line and you can actually really truly be healthy. Otherwise, you just come in, you work out, and you're doing the curls, you're doing the squats, and you're doing all that stuff, and you've got there's nothing really backing it, okay? You haven't built a solid foundation for why you're doing it, why you're going to continue doing it, okay? Coming in and doing it, just do it, right? Just do it. Well, great. For how long? You got to have a platform. You got to have a reason. You got to build some sort of base for not just doing it, but continuing to do it, especially when things get tough. Because they will. They do. Life happens, okay? And, well, the best thing you can do is work your way through it. work it out. Quite literally, work it out, okay? One, you get an endorphin rush, you'll feel better. Two, it helps out with stress tremendously. And it's also one of the best things you can do for depression, okay? Why? Because you're moving. Also, take a walk every once in a while outside, not on one of those little treadmill things. Don't be a hamster, all right? Get out and walk around outside. Enjoy being out amongst everything, okay? Nice quiet solitude on occasion. Walking down a trail. Enjoy the trees, smell some flowers, okay? It's not a power walk. It's just a walk. Just take a walk. Breathe. Move and breathe, okay? Realize there's a lot more going on out there, and, reconnect a little bit. It's good for you. So, hope you enjoyed today. Hope you enjoyed the message. If you find value in it, please share it out there for others, for anybody that you know that needs to hear it. And just to let you know going forward, I'm not going to do a video tomorrow. No, I got something else for you. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of the magic that I do. Because people don't understand what I do in here. They don't. I don't count reps, okay? I don't. I don't count reps. I don't do it. Okay. I got bigger fish to fry than counting reps, all right? I know there's rep schemes all over, but magic, people, magic. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of the magic that I do, all right? So, starting tomorrow for Movement Monday, all right, I'm going to have some pictures out there of me with clients and describing what we're doing with the exercises and why we're doing certain exercises in certain ways. In fact, some of them are going to be the same exercise done in different ways, different respects for each one of the clients because they have different needs. And realize there's more than one way to skin a cat. Sorry, cats. Because everybody has different needs. They've got different backgrounds. They've got different issues going on. And the same exercise is not the same for everybody. They can all be done completely differently depending on what you're trying to get out of it, okay? So I'm going to let you know a little bit of the magic, which there really is no magic. There's only science that you don't understand yet. So I'm going to give you some insights into that, okay? Because it goes beyond sets and reps. It really does. A lot of this comes down to mental mind play. It comes down to why certain movements are done and how to do the performance of them, and why certain things move, why certain things don't move, and the reasoning behind that, and just listen to what's going on over here. Magician never gives away all of his secrets, but I do give away a few. All right, helps you enjoy the show. All right, because then you're like, wow. Then you start looking at stuff. And if you ever see me train, then you start thinking, why is he doing that? And he will. Everybody does. Seriously, everybody. What is he doing? Why is he doing? I get a lot of that. I get a lot of the weird. I do. I get a lot of weird looks. Especially if I go into a gym that nobody knows me. I'm doing stuff, and it's a show. It's fun. Anyway, there's that. Have a great day. Do something great for yourself every day so you can do great things for other people every day, because that's why we're here, to do great things for other people, to make the world better, to help improve the world, be an agent of progress, help the world do better things. Okay? There you go. Have a great day. And I'll see you, you'll see some magic tomorrow. Oh yeah, next week. Show up Saturday. Sports Con. Join me and Ray Edwards out there. Catch him if you can. Actually, don't let him catch you. There'll be a game we'll be playing. He's gonna run it for you. He's gonna set a time. Good luck trying to even get close to that time. Anyway, have a great day.